So we are here to talk about the movie Bunker of the Dead. I mean Wolfenstein. No, I don't. I mean Bunker of the Dead. But this movie really wants to be Wolfenstein. Now this one is written and directed by Matthias Olof Erik. Now I'm probably butchering that name. So the story here is, it's actually a kind of found footage slash first person movie. These two guys, these two men, young men, they decide they want to kind of try and explore this kind of hidden Nazi bunker in search for Nazi gold. So basically one of them straps on this kind of techno gear, he's got the kind of the Google goggles on, and he goes into this kind of tunnel, and lo and behold there is Nazi zombies there along with other things which we weren't expecting. There's whole hosts of violence and kind of fighting, military get involved as well. So that's pretty much a movie. Now, by all accounts, I've read some reviews of this one, and it's got pretty low marks. But I have to say, I really enjoyed this film. This is a cheesy film, don't get me wrong, and I wouldn't say it as, oh yeah, there's good cinema. It isn't, but damn it, I had a great time whilst watching this movie. I'm not gonna lie. The first person view is definitely something which is kind of an acquired taste. But I felt it was well utilised in this film, and it kind of, I don't know, I felt it worked better in this film than it has in some of them. I haven't seen Hardcore yet, to be fair, but this one reminds me a little bit of the movie FPS. But I just thought this one had a little bit more going to it, and you know, it has a camp feel to it. When you first see it, the kind of the initial like warning, this is real footage and all that, I think, oh, maybe they're taking it seriously. They don't. This film isn't taken seriously, and that's kind of why I like it, I have to say. So it's kind of a, not exactly a spoof, but it's definitely a tongue-in-cheek kind of found footage film. I thought the effects were kind of quite fun. They're a little bit on the rubbery side, but it's kind of fun watching someone first person fighting a zombie Nazi and stuff like that. I kind of thought it was fun. I actually quite liked the interiors here as well. I thought the place where they filmed this looks really good, I've got to say. I think it is some kind of underground bunker or something that they filmed it in, I believe, and I think it really adds to it. I would have liked for them to make it a little more creepy. I felt they maybe missed a trick making it a little bit kind of too much kind of balls to the wall action, and it would have been better had they, I feel, had started off the film on more of a kind of a creepy, you know, scary kind of note, then maybe got up into the more the action side of it as the film progressed. But instead they kind of just go near enough straight away. When you see your kind of first zombie, that's it, they're pretty much, it's all on assault at that point. But which happens fairly early on, I have to say as well. You're not waiting too long for it. I personally feel that it would have been benefit for the movie if it had maybe just kind of ramped itself up and just maybe played on this kind of eerie atmosphere a little bit more. And the other thing that takes that away a little bit is the actual dialogue here. Now, the dialogue sounds like it's ADR to me. This is a German movie, and the one I've watched was English language, and it feels like it's been ADR'd. So it's a little bit distracting, and the guy is constantly talking, and he's a little bit of an annoying character. He's one of those characters that he's annoying, but I still kind of was invested in him, if that makes sense. So anyway, it's kind of hard to describe this film. It is cheesy. It pretty much wants to be Wolfenstein. I'm quite impressed for the budget, I have to be honest. For me, it was funny how it had a good pace to it. I thought there was, you know, it very much plays like a video game. As the film progresses, the threats get greater and greater. You know, first we've got one singular zombie, then we've got a bunch of zombies, then we've got a bunch of zombies with guns, then we've got another thing that turns up. So, you know, it really plays like that kind of that video game logic. So if you like watching first-person shooters, you're probably going to want to watch this one. Like I said, you know, this is not a good cinema. Yeah, the acting's crap. But for a B-movie film, I actually thought this was quite fun. I have to be honest with you. This definitely scratched my B-movie itch. And you know how I like a good B-movie. So I'm going to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. I appreciate that it's got its flaws, and this is definitely not going to be for everyone. But I can't help but give this one a better than average review. So 6.5 for me. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.